So in this video, we're gonna take you on a tour of the Fleetwood Frontier. Now I am super excited for this because the Frontier is a newer model for Fleetwood in the Diesel Pusher setup. And if you've seen any of our videos, you know we absolutely love our Class A Diesel Pushers. So haven't ever seen this before. This is my first look, and we're gonna give you kind of first look impressions and go over some of the features and benefits of the new Fleetwood Frontier Diesel Pusher line. This is really cool. One thing I'm already seeing that I love is there's like a cup holder. So first impressions, this is really, really cool. One thing that I'm already loving is that you've got your bunk up here, because when you're traveling with or without family, you always like the option to be able to bring people along or have people meet up with you out on the road. If you've seen some of our videos lately about community, you know how we feel that just having other people with has really made a huge difference. And so extra sleeping spaces, totally key to be able to enjoy RV life with more people. So you've got this bunk up here, which is perfect for extra sleeping space, things like that. TV in the very front, which is also nice because then that means you can use these two front chairs as extra seating space, which when you have a bunch of people in the RV, extra seating space is always a plus to have. Now this is super cool here because this means not only do you have eating space, but this also means that if you're working from the road, you have got extra working space. So with this particular setup for your dinette eating area, this actually pulls out and then it can swivel around so that you can actually put extra chairs here, have more surface area. If you're a family homeschooling on the road, this is a great opportunity to be able to it does work. It's just tight, which is actually a good thing. You want that, so. And then stores back away when it's not in use. So that's very, very cool feature. The other thing that I'm seeing here that's very, very cool. How many times am I going to say very cool? Count, let us know in the comments. Is the storage area down here. And this is huge. Like, I could see our kids hiding in there if there wasn't anything in there. But definitely deep cabinets, nice storage area underneath of here. Residential fridge. I wish we had one of these, but so nice. You don't ever have to worry about the whole propane situation or anything like that. And you've got plenty of space for food. So refrigerators like this, you pretty much could take all of the contents that you have in your home refrigerator, put it in here, and you're gonna have about the same amount of space. Freezer. And I bet you this keeps ice cream frozen, actually.
That's your sweet baby.
Actually, you can bring ice cream along in this particular rig. So this kitchen area, I'm loving it not only for, that was actually surprising. It was just gonna pull out as a cabinet, but no, this is like a slide out pantry thing. Look at that. Here I thought I was just gonna open a cabinet. No, Fleetwood has outdone themselves. And then the induction cooktop. Now this is really cool. A lot of people are like worried about induction compatible cookware and all of that. It's not hard to find. We just switched our propane stove completely out. No propane cooking for us anymore. Induction cooktop, microwave convection oven is really all that you need for cooking in an RV. The other thing we always bring along is our Instant Pot and the air fryer, and you've got everything you need to cook wonderful meals with that particular setup right there. Very nice drawers. Lots of space in these drawers. Look at this. OMG. Look at how huge this is. You can fit all of your pots and pans and anything you would need right in that drawer. Holy cow, it's huge. Huge drawer. And then your sink area, which let me tell you, if there's one thing I could change about our rig, it would be to have the one-piece sink versus the two-piece sink. But this is nice, kind of farmhouse style sink that you've got here. And then of course with the sink covers, you just have extra counter space. I actually do put our sink covers on our sink quite frequently for that extra counter space. That way you've just got working space to need for prepping meals, whatever it is that you need there for working space. More storage up here. One thing I love about especially a diesel pusher and being on the type of chassis that they're on is that you have just kind of the capacity for a lot of cargo. So it always is a good idea to make sure that you're not overweight, but we are very hard pressed to even come close to overloading our diesel pusher just because the chassis are built very differently to be able to hold quite a bit more weight than some of like the gas engine models. So an abundance amount of storage, probably not gonna overload this thing with just your typical household stuff. So this has a huge couch, absolutely huge couch, which I love because if you're a family, if you've sat and watched TV with your family, if you've done anything with your family where there's a couch, you know, everybody ends up piling on the couch. And so there's plenty of space for your whole family to be on the couch, and it has a huge TV. So if it's one of those rainy days, if it's just one of those days where the weather's not conducive to going outside, or maybe it's just one of those days where you're worn out from adventuring and you just need a night to be in and relax, throw the whole family on the couch, throw on a movie, and you are completely set. You've got your cup holders here, and then look at this. This is pretty slick here. You got a little storage compartment, throw your remotes or whatever you want to throw in there. And then you've got power recliners, people. It keeps going, keep going. So where the kids watch TV, you can just like be like, yes, watch TV, kids. And just take a nap right here. Right here. Now, it has a little fireplace. How do we turn the fireplace on? Let's see. Did you see that? Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, it's cold right now in Florida, and this is actually putting out heat. I might just leave this on for the duration of the tour, because this is nice. You see the fire, and you feel the warmth, but there's no fire. Very safe fireplace right here. I might just let you guys take yourself on the rest of the tour while I'm on my hands. That's nice.
Nice sound bar too.
Yes.
Good sound.
For those of you that are all, you know, love the tech, these overheads here, which are nice. Now, I will say something that I am liking about this particular style overhead. So on our overhead and on some of the older models, you have the doors that flip up and out and then flip down, which are okay. But I like this where you can open up just one half if you want to. It just is less of a chance you're gonna get hit in the head with something after a travel day. So being able to open them up half at a time is nice. And then of course you can open them all the way up if you need to get something larger in or out. You get a little half bath here. So one thing that is always nice about having at least 2 sinks at minimum, but especially 2 toilets, is if somebody monopolizes the bathroom time, Benjamin, then you've got access to another bathroom. So just a little half bath here, toilet here, more storage. Oh no. This is not a storage compartment. This is not a storage compartment. Nope, I was wrong. Not storage. Just kidding. Storage here and here. This is storage. A lot of these storage compartments are lined with like a carpeting felt type material, which helps to dampen noise, but it also just helps to provide protection for whatever you do stick down there. So that's one thing I like about some of these newer models, where the manufacturers really are just kind of thinking ahead. They're, I'm sure, taking into consideration customer feedback in how that they're building these newer rigs. So let's come back into the bedroom. Now, one thing about this particular setup that we've seen with a lot of the newer models that's kind of cool is just that you've got the option to tilt the bed back up and out of the way. So king size bed in this one, and then you can bring it down when you're needing to sleep. So This just actually provides you for more use of space. In this particular model, you can access the bed, get around it easily, access these overhead compartments, and then look at this. Washer dryer. Let me tell you, after having a washer and dryer in our rig that I thought I would never use, that it was a ridiculous waste of space, I'm going to be the first to admit I was wrong. Love having a washer dryer. You've got a washer dryer right down here, and you don't have to visit the laundry room at the campground anymore because you've got your own stuff right here. And it's great to have those on board, especially with this little bit bigger diesel pusher. Totally have the payload to carry that, so why not have it factory installed? Right there you go. And then you've got your wardrobe space here, extra chairs that are in here for that convertible dinette out there, so you can have extra seating. Those are stored here. You could store them really wherever you wanted to, but that's where they put them for now, is in here. And then TV here for mom and dad, you know, whoever just wants to relax and veg back here. More storage wardrobe space here. And then I really like this kind of dresser where you got both sides. So you can kind of have like his and her stuff here, where you've got these drawers, kind of like a pseudo dresser wardrobe thing that you've got going on here. I do really actually like windows next to the bed. In our rig, the windows at the back, don't like that. Like having a headboard, but it is nice to be able to enjoy the view, especially if you are in a spot where it's just absolutely gorgeous and beautiful and you want to be able to see outside. You want to be able to maybe take a peek outside and see if you heard a noise. You can do that there. And then of course shut those shades when you don't want to see what's going on out there. Little table area to be able to charge devices. And then the nice thing about these newer rigs too is that a lot of the outlets have the USBs built in, so you don't have to worry, did I grab my charging block? Just have your extra charger cord, charge all of your tech while you sleep right there. And then this one has a bath and a half. So as we move through the master bedroom, here's where we get to our bath and a half. So half bath up there, full bathroom back here, and let's take a look at the shower, because this is a nice spacious shower. One thing that people always talk about in RVs is the shower, and if you are a person who's taller. So just for reference, I am 5'11", so I am not a short girl, I am a tall girl. And coming in the shower, I have plenty of room with the skylight as far as where my head is versus the skylight. This has the removable shower handle, so this would definitely be a very comfortable shower. And you've got the little seat here, so if you're somebody that likes to sit and, you know, shave your legs, you could do that. Or I can tell you right now, if this was my 12-year-old son, he would just turn the shower on, sit here, and just sit here like this until that we would run out of hot water. The other thing that's really cool is these diesel pushers have the AquaHot system. It's kind of like a hot water on demand, like a tankless type of system. It also helps with your heating inside the RV too, because with your engine being in the back, when you're driving down the road, you don't get that same heat from the engine that's in the front of a vehicle. So the AquaHot system, just for heating the RV in general for those cold mornings, helps to keep the temperature inside nice and warm, but it also helps with your hot water system. So nice system to have. Wish we had that. Guess we just have to go buy a new RV. This is a really nice designed bathroom. I love the sink that's up here, because when you have the sink a little bit higher and not recessed in the counter, what that really means is you get more storage under the sink, because you're not taking that room underneath the counter with the lower basin of the sink. Lots of storage beside the toilet area for like all of your linens, your bath towels, you know, things like that you want to be able to keep in here. So tons of options that are right next to that for storage. And then with your toilet, I'm always careful when I sit on this after Ben broke the one at our friend's house.
That was old and brittle.
Guys, I owe you a toilet seat.
Oh.
I sat down on the toilet seat on the top, and it's fragile.
Is your butt okay?
No, my butt's fine.
We'll link to that below. Anyway, you always just want to kind of like check out, do you have the room to do the things? Plenty of room to do all the things right here in this bathroom. So I like these rear bathrooms just because, especially if you're a family, like mom and dad have their bathroom, kids have their bathroom. It's kind of nice when you've got that separation going on there, which this definitely has. And even if you're not a family and you're maybe thinking of retiring and hitting the road, this type of setup is great when you do have the grandkids along, or maybe you've got some friends that are along or over for dinner, because they can use that half bath, and then you've got this bathroom here that's just really dedicated to you. So love these types of setups. And of course, with this being a diesel pusher, your engine access then is just through the floor right here, as well as you can access it on the outside as well. So another thing in the back bedroom that's super cool and I wanted to point out is this is actually like a secret little drawer. So you go to pull on it and it doesn't open and you think, okay, well, it's just a trim piece, but there's a magnetic knob that you put up here that then allows the catch to release. So similar to where if you ever installed those magnetic child locks on a kitchen cabinet where you don't see them and you hold the magnet up to it, it releases, this opens up. So this is a nice place where you could put any valuables or something like that that you don't, want potentially stolen, or if you are a parent and you need to put things in an area that you just don't want your kids to have access to. Perfect place to do that right here. Especially, I think about like if you're a grandparent or somebody that is on like say medication and you've got your grandkids with you or something like that, that would just be a potential hazard if they got a hold of those things. Right here, perfect kid-proof way to keep those stored away safely. And then with the TV up here, you've got more storage behind here, which is nice, where there's no wasted space. I'm gonna hashtag that, no wasted space. You've got your fuse panel and everything up here too, so if you ever have issues, check your fuses first. But a nice use of storage behind this TV area so that there's just no stone left unturned to be able to store things away. Oh look, this medicine cabinet opens too. This is super nice. Tons of storage in here. And I like how this is like carpet felt lined. Again, I just feel like it reduces noise. Tons of storage in this back bathroom area too. And it's nice that they also started figuring things out, like putting these little lips on these shelves so that when you do go to open this after a travel day, things aren't falling down. So definitely kudos to Fleetwood and RV manufacturers for starting to really realize what it's like from a consumer standpoint. Just these little things that can make a huge difference for just the comfort and quality of travel. So another thing that's pretty dang cool that Fleetwood thought about is this actually has storage specific for a CPAP machine. So with this cabinet, when you open it up, it lights up on the inside. There is also a hole in the back to be able to put your tubing through, and it has a separate 120 volt electrical outlet to be able to plug in a CPAP machine. So you've got this hole back here to be able to run your tubing through down onto the bed. So definitely forward thinking by Fleetwood on that. And that's a nice little feature. So one of the very cool things that you usually see in a lot of diesel pushers is increased capacity with tanks. So you've got 100 gallons of fresh water. You've got 65 for your gray, 45 for your black. That is huge tank capacity. And that really does make all of the difference if you're in a situation where you have partial hookups or if you're boondocking. The other thing that's nice is it has 100 gallon fuel capacity. That means you can drive all day long and not have to stop and fill up for fuel. So super nice thing about the diesel pushers is that increased capacity when it comes to tanks, but then what that means for you is you're out there living RV life. Oh, this is nice for several reasons. One, this leather has been in the sun and so it feels nice and warm. But two, just from a driving perspective and a cockpit perspective, This is super comfortable. I really like the one-piece windshield. You've got a very clear view of what's going on out there. And then all of just kind of like your high-tech gauges. I mean, I almost feel, almost, like I'm in some sort of like Tesla or whatever because of just how everything is just very smooth lines with the gauge screens and everything. Just makes for a really nice driving experience. But you know one thing that I'm seeing right now that hasn't changed in 20 some years? The parking brake looks exactly the same. So we're gonna take a look at the outside of this particular model. And then one thing that's super cool is your outside entertainment. So if you like watching TV and you wanna do it outside, well, there you go. Right there, you can watch your TV while you are hanging out outside. One thing that I absolutely love about Class A's in general is storage. We have not run out of storage yet in our RV, both during the period that we were full-time and not being full-time. Never have run out of storage once. So plenty of storage underneath. And it is nice having these bay doors that open up from the side versus...
Oh my gosh.
Look at that.
That's incredible. Oh,
look at this.
Roll that thing out.
Roll out.
Oh my gosh.
Roll out.
That's crazy.
That is crazy how much you could put in there. If you had e-bikes,
Yep, not a problem.
this would be your storage solution for transporting e-bikes right there.
This is super easy. So basically to push it back in, you pull in the yellow knob and then push it in. And it's so easy. This is actually made by MoreRide. And so this is huge. Look at this. This is absolutely insane, the amount of storage this has and how far back that it goes. I mean, look at that.
It's pass through.
It's pass through.
It's
so
100%
you can access it
pass through.
from the other side.
And the next one over is pass through too. Take a look at this. Look at that. And it's so tall. Like that's the thing I'm loving is how tall you have as far as your storage. I mean, look at this. Look.
Can you fit in there?
I can
What?
sit in here. I can sit in here just fine. I don't know what this is. Something glue down. I think those are like floor panels or something. It's kind of greasy. But look at, I can sit in here. You could fit Charity in here. So even if you only had just those two for storage space, that's like more storage than you probably will ever need. But wait, there's more. Got your little central vac right there. More storage here. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, this is not really storage. You got a little bit of storage
Easy
here.
access and a
This
little bit of
is
storage.
super easy access down in here to this stuff. And then of course there's more storage on the other side too. So super impressed with this particular model of Fleetwood, which is a newer model for Fleetwood in the Diesel Pusher line, but kudos Fleetwood. Total kudos on this one. So more storage on the other side. This is right beneath where the driver would sit. So you've got your washer fluid fill here, but you've got more storage that's down here too. So this is always a nice compartment to be able to just put whatever you need in. And then something that I noticed here too, you've got your little air compressor hookup here. So on our particular rig, the previous owner modified for this, but this is super nice because if you need to air up a tire, if you want to inflate your paddleboard, your kayak, you've got this port right here to be able to hook up a hose and have compressed air right there on your rig. So here's your AquaHot. It keeps your aqua hot. What else do you say about an AquaHot?
All right. Okay. There you go.
AquaHot. So over on this side, you've got your water hookups. also your filtration, your city water hookups, and your hot and cold water drain, all things water related. You also have your sewer hookups down here too. So this is where you would hook up your hose for your sewer hookups when you're at your campground with full hookups. Batteries. What's that?
And your
Oh, electrical.
Oh, that's your, and it's got a spindle thing here.
It has a thing. The electrical hookup has a thing so that you aren't out there wrestling
Roll
your
it up.
50 amp heavy electrical cord and it just rolls up into there. Good thinking, Fleetwood. You've obviously seen some of us RV owners out there in the campground wrestling a cold 50 amp electrical cord. This is really nice access into the rest of where your battery compartment is, but also kind of the engine compartment if you need anything done, maintenance or anything like that too. So nice access areas here. And then with all of the storage that's on the other side, you're not lacking for anything. We wanted to say a quick thank you to Fleetwood for sponsoring today's video. We are super thankful for our video sponsors, and we do have to say the Fleetwood partnership is one we're particularly excited about because we have owned a Fleetwood now for over 4 years, and we're consistently impressed with the quality of our RV, and we think that you would be pretty impressed with the Fleetwood quality as well. There'll be a link in the description below where you can learn more about Fleetwood and all of their product offerings. We're gonna put more videos with tours to Fleetwood products right up here. We'll have some videos of fun places to go and see traveling with your RV over here. Make sure you hit that subscribe button right down here. And if we don't see you on the road or at the campground, we'll see you in the next video.